People having a different perspective, different opinion, point of view, and actions in situations is part of what makes people interesting. Do you agree with this statement? If you do, please share your answers down in the comments because I'm really interested in what you guys actually think about this. I'm pretty interested in my audience's thoughts, especially about topics like this because it's important to know about other people's perspectives and point of views. Hey guys, it's Pseudonymist here, and today I'll be briefly talking about perspectivism. Now, since this is a philosophical topic here, we could talk for hours like non-stop, but I'll try to make this as brief as possible, and maybe sometime, maybe possibly that's not very likely, but have a part 2 with the future, since topics like this are genuinely fun to interact with other people, to have different perspectives. No pun intended. I'll just be basing off some examples in this video topic, with some explanations about what perspectivism is. So, perspectivism, from its name, is the different point of views from people. Essentially, having different perspectives could be because of different characteristics, ways of being raised, your goals, morals, ideals, idols. It could be any of those actually. Even physical appearance or being ill, maybe different gender or maybe different race sometimes. This is what usually leads to fights between people. People having the different perspectives that contradict leads to people fighting, unless the people are both accepting and respect the other's perspective, which is quite rare these days. But upon disagreement, it also gives the people place to shed some light on why they think about a certain thing the way they do. Technically, any and everything is perspectivism, because almost anything you can talk about could fall into this title of having different perspectives and ways of thinking. An example is the way people decide to do things. We have people who believe crying is bad, non-beneficial, and personally I sort of disagree with that, because I think it helps relieve the person. I mean, I know I cannot do anything, and coming to terms with that fact is what essentially makes me cry. Well, I mean, I know crying won't change anything, but it's a good way to release the stuff that build up the stress. And with people who know that they can't do anything about the situation they're in, it's one way to relieve the stress. Which answers why this isn't something I agree with to be pointless. But this topic you can really think in any way that you want about. I would appreciate if you could talk about it in the comments, because as I said before, I really want to see your guys' perspectives, and I will try to reply and would like to interact if I have answers to your comments or the questions and stuff like that. Now let's get moving on to another topic sane people agree with. It's a modern day usage, which is the usage of masks. Well, some people are with it, some people are against it, but the people against it are oh god, how do I put this without offending anyone? Oh yeah, stupid. I mean, you don't want to wear the mask. Support why, at least. Because I cannot breathe through it. That's basically what they usually reply. I get that sometimes it's a little itchy and sort of blocks the air from reaching your nostrils. But you don't know how long I stay still in a closed room with the AC on. And oh, I can still breathe. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, then I guess my breathing was on my forehead all along. Okay, now that is a small argument, but calling people who wear masks devil worshippers, I mean, really. I'm gonna show you like 2 clips to show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have some commentary over those, and I hope you guys are gonna enjoy that. Meanwhile, let's roll the clips.
We will get together and do a citizen's arrest on every single human being that goes against the freedom of choice.
Oh my god, just looking at her makes me feel like she's a pain in the butt to deal with. I don't know how Americans deal with those kinds of people, but respect, definitely respect.
Okay? You literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask knowing that that mask is killing people. It literally is killing people. And we the people, are waking up.
Good morning.
And we know what citizen's arrest is because citizen's arrests are already happening, okay? And every single one of you that are obeying the devil's laws.
Oh my god, I wear my mask at least 2 to 3 times every week when I have to record something or go out with my family. I'm following the devil, guys.
Are going to be arrested. And you, doctor, are going to be arrested for crimes against humanity.
Oh, come on, the doctor's trying to have some fun. The game is pretty entertaining, man.
Where do you derive the authority to regulate human breathing?
Maybe when breathing in particles from a disease that caused a pandemic worldwide, maybe that's what gives them the authority. Maybe it's that. I'm pretty sure they don't want to control how you breathe, lady. But if I may say, they're trying to save you unless you don't want that, that is. I'm not really sure what you mean by regulating the level of oxygen. I'm pretty sure that we learned that the ozone layer has oxygen in a certain percentage that won't change depending on where you are. So what's exactly your point, lady?
I ask you this because this is very important. You all are playing doctors, and you're not. And God gave us the very breath that we are to breathe. I would also like to know, where do you get the authority to reduce my oxygen?
Now, hold up. Okay, woman. I don't know what game you're playing, but I'm pretty sure this ain't Monopoly. You can't just walk on the space of oxygen and claim that it's your oxygen. I mean, okay, honey, look, we have the same breath. We all breathe oxygen, you know?
Who made you perpetrators over my life?
So, if we take what they are saying, then rationally, the masks are the devil's work for making you not able to breathe. Well, I guess that answers where I can smell from. So, taking it from their perspective, masks are the devil's work, and let's see what's the problem facing masks, because when you got something caused by the devil, what God or whatever entity you believe in is usually what does the thing that contradicts this thing. And the reason that everyone is cautious of masks right now is during the ongoing pandemic. So if we put 2 and 2 together, then they're saying that the devil made the masks, which are protection, while God makes the virus. Huh? I mean, if you think for it for a second, what I'm saying makes sense in their perspective, since what opposes the devil's doing is God, so it makes sense really. So what they're saying is God is responsible for the ongoing virus that is murdering millions upon millions. But technically, isn't putting the blame on God considered devil worshipping really? Don't quote me on any of this. I just took it from these guys' perspectives. I just added a few brain cells to figure out the puzzle. So the final conclusion, guys, is that wear masks, no masks, it is all devil worshipping. We are all going a one-way trip straight to hell. Let's go. People being anti-maskers was just a topic that I wanted to go through minorly, and I didn't really have much to say about it, so I was like, I might just add it here and put that people have different perspective as people with masks and people against masks. So that's where this plays a role. And please guys, stay safe, wear masks, don't listen to any anti-masker, because all they're talking about is just straight BS. Just have the correct protection whenever you're out. Stay safe. Now let's get back on track. Aside from that topic, we have stuff that people do, like how they deal with some situations. Some people like doing schedules to follow everything they do. They need to have the stuff that they want to do written down, while Some other people like me just prefer if we go spontaneous during the day, cause truly you never know what could happen. I mean, you don't have the plan of the day at the time. You never know what might happen. So, and I really hate like time squeezing events between each other, like giving 1 hour to this, giving 1 hour to that, because it's not very good for creativity. It's gonna make me feel pressured, really. Or I might not want to do this thing at that time because maybe I just don't want to. Maybe I'm just not in the mindset. And some people really work on a thing that they try to call changing themselves, but sometimes, like, you have people to tell you that you gotta change your personality, you gotta change the way you think, you gotta change some stuff about you, but honestly, I don't really approve of that. I mean, you were born the way you are, you do stuff the way you do. Well, if you want to change yourself just because you want to change yourself for like the better, or you have a feeling that you want to do this and you don't want to be forced by someone else to like change yourself, I guess I could call that like sort of positive. But when it comes to like some other people telling you to change yourselves, I mean, try not to focus on that, because you are you and you should be happy with the person you are. You should be happy with what you do. You should be happy with yourself. As an example, okay, so what I like to do to spend my time initially is play video games. I like to watch anime or YouTube. I listen to music, and sometimes when I have ideas, I just need to write for my novel that I'm gonna be releasing sometime soon, just after the pandemic and stuff. And I also talk to my friends on WhatsApp. People would call me uneventful, boring, and wasting my life, but I mean, that's how I chose to live my life. I mean, if I'm doing something so stupid, just like, even if I want to just look up at the sky and just do nothing, just stare at the sky, I mean, that's how I chose to live my life. I don't really consider anything time that is being wasted, or time that's not being put into good use, because you can't waste time, you can only spend time. I just let life take me as like a river. I just roll with the flow that it has. I don't take much control of something unless I absolutely see necessary that I need to do something about this exact point. But sometimes in cases I have haters, but as the saying goes, if you got haters, that means you're doing the right thing. So I don't really struggle with how I live, and I'm sort of accepting of the fact that whatever happens, happens. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Anyways, guys, I guess I should just wrap things up and leave it at that for now. As long as you're happy with what you're doing, then keep it up. Okay? Keep on doing what you want to do. I guess unless you bug some other people, that means you're gonna have to stop. Well, okay, so love you guys. I hope that I'll see you guys next time, and I hope everyone is doing good. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Pseudonymist out. Ciao!